in the woods and you hear some whining, chances are it's Bigfoot Brian. Bigfoot Brian. I won't be touching you this Christmas. We really fooged things up beyond belief. No mistletoe, Santa Claus, or snow, just onions on the tree. I can't believe how bad we douched it. There's no more goodwill or cheer. I won't be touching you this Christmas, 'cause Christmas disappeared. Don't you think that if we touch again, you'll set things right? The last time that we touched, we replicated Gladys Knight. Children all across the world will soon be filled with strife. We only touched or tried to make our Snow York come to life. Touching you this key change, it's really not so smart. I won't be touching you this Christmas, 'cause Christmas fella, Christmas fella, Christmas fella.
My name is Tim and I traveled back in time. I traveled 13 days into the past to warn myself about something bad. Ooh yeah, but goddamn it, I forgot what I was supposed to warn myself about. Oh, why did I travel through space and time? Gotta try to remember why I traveled through space and time.
Get out of my intro.
Who's that shuffling down the street? Exercising and walks out to the beat with a healthy heaping handful of smoke. Don't stop, it's the groovy move-ons. We were fooling and grooving and moving. Don't stop, it's the groovy move-ons. They're gonna make you really feel great. They're obligated to ensure you feel great. So groovy move-on, 'cause we're already late.
When the CIO says, what the heck, they call Greg the architect.
May not have a motorbike, 2 testicles or a girl I like. I may not have a fancy home, a working spleen or a hole. I may not have a family or a way to keep my stools blood free. But I've got sunshine, yes I do, 'cause David Wayne, well I've got you. Yes, I've got sunny, blinding, burning rays, 'cause I've got my wainy, 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 wainy days. my soul in half. What do you want from me? I'm temporary. Why can't I make you see? I have it.
Working really hard, working really smart. You're gonna see the ton of dough, and that's a really, really, really good start. To make some big time ROI, the kind of catch your bosses feel like.
Good morning. Good morning. Not the best cross-cut fade there with the audio, but it'll do. It'll do for a Black Friday. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Imagivate Live. The live show happens weekdays right here, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Saving Standard Time. And, it is live. That's right, Zen Matthias. It's as live as it's ever going to get. It's alive. I hope you guys had a great Thursday. For some of you, it might have been a national holiday called Thanksgiving, a day that we reflect and demonstrate our gratitude for all of the many great things that we have. Some of us ate a lot of stuff, thought worst. Can't believe he Imagivate the whole thing. That's really good. It doesn't take much to make me giggle on this stream. You know that. And Scott Holtzman eating morning gravy. And I know that's a euphemism for something else, I think, too. I meant actual gravy in the morning, not the morning gravy that you were thinking of, you dirty, dirty person. Get it out of your brain. Get it all out of your system right now. I know you came here to Imagivate Live to spew all of your little 8th grade humor, okay? But morning gravy isn't going to make it onto the show today, all right? Wasn't good enough. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and I hope even more that you're having a great Friday. You're having a great Friday after the holiday. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, why not? And maybe it's because you don't live in this country, and that's okay. You might be in Belgium, and I don't know that they exactly celebrate Thanksgiving in Belgium. Don't know for sure. Matthias will let us know. But it's okay. We're glad to have you here. You know what, though? It doesn't matter where you are. We're heading into holiday territory, and if you're in this sort of commercial communications world, you know it's holiday time. It's heading into gift-giving time. I thought, while we're doing all this big Black Friday craziness, let's jump over to the Speed Squirrel really quick. Let's just get going, folks. Let's just do this thing. We've talked about Black Friday on this show quite a bit, and I don't think we need to belabor that, but I thought it might be kind of fun just to warm up our brains. What are some terrible gift ideas? Just real easy. Terrible gift ideas. A lot of people are probably shopping online this season. I do believe there's probably still some in-store, in-person, bricks and mortar shopping going on. But what are you going to do? What if you wanted to dodge all of that? What are some terrible gift ideas you could just kind of make? I was thinking, I got an email this morning that my Netflix subscription is being increased again by $2 a month. So I was thinking, stocking stuffer for all of the people who are on my family subscription. I'm just going to create a token that is $2 a month of increase on Netflix. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. And I'm glad that you're continuing to draft off of my account. I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you're enjoying its 15% increase. Season's greetings. Terrible idea. See how that works? All right, let's see. We've got Magical Trevor 2, Share. I do really love the idea of Share. This, of course, came out of the Q1 EMEA meeting. If you could give the gift of Share every year, just think of how wonderful this world would be. Thought worst, a rain check for out-of-stock Kangers. Let's get back to all the basics. Rain check for Kangers. Rain check for Kangers. That sounds like a movie title. Or maybe a great TV show on Hulu. Let's see, which did not increase their monthly subscription rate, by the way. As far as I know. Couldn't tell you. Online therapy voucher. Yeah, online therapy. How's that going for you? I think everybody could use a little online therapy, and then give them just a voucher. Like, you don't have to pay for it. I got this. I got you. But you know what? Go ahead and redeem that pretty soon, because we're having trouble communicating, okay? And it's not a me problem, it's a you problem. Go check out online therapy. It's on me, on the house. Merry Christmas. A trip for 1.5 people to Dayton. Yeah. Maybe that's it's a bus, like a 1.5 bus tickets, and the other half is in Dayton when you get there. You figure it out. Trip for 1.5 people to Dayton. That is the holiday spirit. An all expenses paid trip to Dayton. Whoa, a little bit beef fat brain. And also, you do think Hulu is taking their pricing up. They would be stupid not to right now, right? Wouldn't you think? When everybody's racing to binge watch C-level series right now, raise those prices, jack them up. Folks, just make sure that for those of you who are drafting off of your accounts, and I know there's lots of people, right? There must be, for every 1 million Netflix accounts, there are 7 million people watching. And that's just the way it goes. Matthias, a very small stone that is meant to be in your shoe for 164 days with their name engraved on it. Shoe stone. Is that a Belgium tradition? Shoe stone? Yeah, just a little stone, and it's engraved. Happy holidays. I'll be thinking about you every step of the way. but only for 164 days. And then it will have disintegrated as it was originally planned in my shoe stone plan. Let's see. Historic tour of Dayton on a rickshaw. Gee Whizmo, good morning. Welcome in. Rickshaw tours are very hot right now, especially in the pandemic, because it is a great way to socially distance, except from your rickshaw driver. So you do have to quarantine with each other for 10 days immediately following the ride. It seems uncomfortable. It sounds uncomfortable, but it's actually really fun. Met some great rickshaw drivers, great people. I wouldn't just classify them as rickshaw drivers anymore. I'd say friends through the pandemic. Rickshaw tour of Dayton. And folks, keep those rickshaw ideas coming, because I think that's healthy territory that we could continue to investigate. Terrible idea. Thank you, G Wismo. And good morning. Matthias, bicycle-powered iPhone 4S. Okay, so take those old devices. Batteries are probably long, long dead. Put a Matthias bike-powered device on it and have him power your iPhone 4S. Right? Home button. Don't have those very much anymore. Give somebody you know what? This holiday, give somebody a phone with a home button. It says a lot. It says more than you think. Really does. Scott Holtzman, many self-help books. Yep. I think that probably would go over pretty well. I think you give those to yourself, actually. Maybe if we all gave ourselves self-help books for the holidays, it'd be a much brighter new year. YouTube ads, greatest hits on VHS. Why not? Let's get those poopery ads in a super loop on VHS. Merry Christmas. Matthias, a golden sign that you can hang over your doorbell that says, "You can't ring my bell." Okay. Is that a nod to the 1979 disco hit, "Ring My Bell"? Because if you had that playing out there with that sign, I'd buy it. Scott Holtzman, a whole chest freezer full of smoked trout. Smoked trout never disappoints, and let's be honest, the more the merrier. Chest freezer. Chest freezer. You got me a little choked up on that one. Just the thought of giving somebody that much fish is such a sign of love and devotion. Home button for the holidays. Yep. Home button for the holidays. All right, you guys know how to do it. That's awesome. Home button for the holidays. Nicely done. Great job. All right, everybody. Hey, come over here with me really quick. Yesterday's most terrible idea. We did this on Wednesday. We had what happens when Zoom Unlimited. Did anybody? But by the way, did anybody use your Zoom Unlimited access yesterday? You had no 40-minute limit. Did you know that? Did you use it? Did you exploit it? I hope M. Squirrel did. M. Squirrel's idea. Actually, I don't even know that it got shouted out online. But as I've told you, I go back when work allows, when life allows. I go back and I read all of our conversation. I miss stuff. I know I miss stuff. I missed this one. I thought it was really good, actually. A good, terrible idea. I think this is a terrible idea, and I think it's a really great, terrible idea. She said, put the Zoom cam in a separate room. Use it like a secrets keeper. Go to the other room and vent about family members. And I thought, that's a great idea, all its own. But what if you like sort of tricked everybody and they didn't know that the Zoom camera was in there, but it was just like, hey, that's our venting room. Just go in there and it's safe, it's private. Aunt Marjorie, go in there. You can go complain, right? And then Aunt Marjorie's getting broadcast to the world via secrets keeper. We'll TM that soon. I like that one. Nice job. Nice job, M. Squirrel. And thanks for coming back around. Hope you're enjoying Canadian Thanksgiving. You guys do that like a week later or something, I believe. All right. I've got a quick question for you. Terrible idea or bad decision? First of all, welcome in, everybody. I'm so glad that you all made it in. I wasn't sure whether we would have full staff today or if people were taking the day off. So I'm glad to see all of you contributors, all of you Imagivators hanging around. I thought I had some things that we could take a look at here before we jump into one more round of Imagivation as we do. Terrible idea or bad decision is a conversation we've been having for the past couple of months while the show's been going on. What is a terrible idea? Well, we're still getting our arms around that, right? We like terrible ideas. Terrible ideas are typically something that's actually trying to solve the problem, just in a weird or unexpected or maybe just flat out terrible way. But because we're trying to actually, good intentions with a terrible idea to solve a problem, we are likely getting to some interesting and healthy, maybe even productive territory. Bad decision might just be a thing that a company or a person or an organization just shouldn't have, that was just bad. And why is it a bad decision? Well, maybe it wasn't well thought out. Maybe it wasn't really pointing towards solving the problem at all. Maybe it was doing something that was just a bad idea all the way around. And so a terrible idea is what if we, hey, thank you, ThoughtWorks, this is great. So maybe a good way to formulate this is a terrible idea is what if we did this crazy thing that nobody's ever done before? That's terrible. Bad decision is I can't believe we actually released the banana flavored poopery scent, right? Okay, so with that in mind, let's go through these. I don't know. Good idea or bad decision? When are we going to stop coming up with clever names to tell people that we hid the meat? I'm hiding the meat inside of you, right? When are we? Do we still have a long way to go? Did Morningstar miss the mark with this? Terrible idea or bad decision? Incognito. I mean, I love it. I love a good pun. I love a good portmanteau. I love a good pun manteau. You hit me with both of those at the same time, I'm down. This just feels dumb. G Wismo saying, terrible idea is more positive than bad decision. Ideas are generative. Decisions have outcomes. Yeah, terrible idea. Good. Sounds like a porn category. Maybe. I don't know. I think these meat alternatives, they need to figure things out. I found this. I thought this was kind of interesting. It's a... see if you guys can watch a little bit of this with me. It's 3D printed buildings. Now, 3D printed construction, that's been happening for a while. But they're building a 3-story apartment building in Germany. This is an enormous 3D printer. Scott Holtzman, I know you're getting all jazzed up right now. You might even actually be 3D printing while we're talking about this right now. But look at this. It looks so dumb. These Adobe walls. What is that? Is that how it comes out? Doesn't look very precise. I don't know. Terrible idea, bad decision. I don't know. I can't imagine that 3D printing buildings is any more efficient or cost effective than actual construction. Yep, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Good morning, Support Sidecar. Good morning. Happy Black Friday. All right, let's see. Let's go on to another one. This is during the pandemic in China, people needed their fried chicken, really bad. And so they created mobile ice cream trucks that served this. I believe this was actually hot, savory Kentucky Fried Chicken sort of entree meal foods, not ice cream, not chicken-flavored ice cream. Although in China, anything can happen, as I've learned on my 4 trips to Beijing. That there are weird flavor combinations inspired by the West. But this was a KFC 5G. It's a 5G delivery vehicle. Terrible idea, bad decision. I don't know. They probably sold a lot of chicken, is my guess. Scott Holtzman's making a cactus planter with his 3D printer right now. Awesome. All right. Moving on, 5G, it has to be fast. Get that chicken to me now. You better 5G that chicken to me right now, or I'm going to be very upset. And I do not want LTE. I don't want 4G chicken, sir. Colonel. Okay? Get me the good stuff. Get me that 5G COVID-causing, conspiracy radiation right now. I want it, and I want it right now. All right, terrible idea or bad decision. This is, me, and I love my AI. I love some AI. And this is not going to be anything particularly novel. to you guys, but let's take a look at this because I thought this was sensationally creepy. This is OpenAI created what it thinks a Frank Sinatra type, era Christmas song should sound like.
It's Christmas time and you know what that means. Oh, it's hot tub time. As I like the tree this year.
It's hot tub time. So it's really strange, these songs.
It's hot tub time. It's Christmas time. And so no upset news.
This is so bad. It's really terrifying. I think what's most creepy about that AI generated stuff is, well, there's a lot of stuff that's really creepy about it, but I think there's something about the fact that it understands certain song structure. It understands certain elements, and then it clearly does not understand other things. And you can just imagine this creature with like black eyes, because it's like it sort of doesn't have like total sentience, but it's like this thing that's just like, it's just this monster that's just creating stuff. And these songs, like you can hear there's no intent to establish like any sort of musical drama that's going to have a resolution. It's just going to just keep going on and on and on, and maybe forever. And but it's hot tub time. I can't wait to get you in the hot tub is one of the lyrics, and God only knows where that computer like kind of stripped that from the great internet domain of song data. But terrible idea or bad decision to let AI write music for us. I don't know. I kind of feel like if I could get AI music in here that's royalty free, I'd probably give it a whirl. Maybe somebody could look into that for me, or maybe I can just find one of these SoundCloud streams and bring that in. I think that might be kind of interesting. It is ominous, for sure. Soon, humans will evolve to enjoy Frank Sinatra AI. That's the problem. It's not the music, it's us. We haven't evolved to be able to appreciate it. Thank you, Thoughtworst. Just a couple more here really quick. Terrible idea or bad decision. Holiday parties, remote holiday parties for companies. What do you think about this? I think people have had enough of remoting into stuff, right? I don't know. I know that a lot of companies are trying to figure out how do we keep our culture alive and all that stuff. I don't think it's having, like after hours parties online with the people that you were just in 4-hour, client meetings with online. I don't know. All right, last one, and then we're going to get to it. There's this thing called Portal, and it's starting to get some hype now. It is a 3D hologram teleportation device is the way they're kind of framing it up. Beam yourself anywhere. But this guy, this founder, he's so earnest about this, and you can tell he is like a sales guy, and he's really excited about it. But when he is doing his here, let me show you this really quick. You can kind of see their this is their promotional video. Oh, wait, maybe this is not. Well, you can kind of see what it looks like there. It must have forwarded me on to another video. Anyway, yikes, I hope this doesn't go in the wrong direction. You never know with cosplayers, right? I mean, you could see something really great, you could see something really, really terrifying. But basically, it's this giant refrigerator-sized box, and the guy, it's so great when he's selling it. He is so earnest about, and it fits in the corner of a room. The room where you would normally have a refrigerator. You mean the kitchen? No. You wouldn't want this in the kitchen. Okay. You mean I need to have room for a refrigerator in another room? Okay. So I don't know, guys. Is this a terrible idea or a bad decision? It's probably a little bit of both. But I thought for today we could have a little bit of fun. We could just Imagivate, as we do. some terrible ideas for what you would do with a portal teleportation box in your home, in your workplace, in a public place. Look, it's so convenient, guys. Stop worrying about it. It's just the size of. It's actually the size of a very large refrigerator, maybe like an industrial, sort of commercial kitchen size refrigerator. That's all you need. You need a little bit of room. Then you can beam yourself anywhere. Well, as long as on the originating end, you've got an entire studio with a sweep and lighting and everything. But once you get that in place, and everybody that you want to communicate with has a commercial-sized refrigerator box in their homes, then now we're talking. Now you can go. What would you do if you were able to do that? Let's say this thing hits critical mass and we've got portals everywhere. What are you going to beam? What are terrible ideas for portal experiences? What's the content that's going through there? What are you trying to do? What are some things that you maybe could achieve that you couldn't otherwise, or you shouldn't otherwise? Okay, remote hot tub party. Sorry, they're already coming through. Remote hot tub party. You just recycled that terrible idea from another thought, didn't you? Remote hot tub party, Scott Holtzman. Thank you. Terrible idea. Ugh. God, can you imagine seeing videos of people, full-sized 3D holographic videos of people in hot tubs just being broadcast all over the place? Hey, look, let's be honest with each other. People who go in hot tubs are the types of people that should not be broadcasting themselves being in hot tubs. Someone playing Minecraft. Someone like a young person. I know where you're headed, Matthias. You lay off those children. Minecraft. That's actually kind of interesting if you could game through this, right? Could kind of wander around. I guess because you're in this fixed space, it would be a pretty small Minecraft place. You probably just have just a couple of cubes of things, and then this guy would just, have his little hammer or whatever as he's kind of breaking it up, and whatever you do in Minecraft. Whatever the hell you do in Minecraft. Who knows? Thought worst, can I beam something into my current refrigerator to make it look less depressing inside? Apparently, this does link up with smart fridges in really innovative ways. And by innovative ways, I mean it can broadcast pictures of your food into this. And I guess maybe what that would lead to is very expensive trickery in your domicile as you were kind of fooling people into thinking that this is actually a refrigerator that's in your room and not some already out-of-date technology that you made a massive investment in. But at the very least, it's going to be really great storytelling. And boy, Minecraft, I do wonder, when you teleport food, does it taste different? Maybe it becomes a new way of preparing a meal. Well, it's certainly going to taste different because it's virtual. As far as the portal is concerned, it's a holographic projection of food. Probably doesn't taste as good as the real stuff, but worth a try. Random snapshots of yourself while you were doing other stuff. Okay, yeah, so there is actually some opportunity for cloning, right? So if you could say like, honey, I'll be in there in a second. I'm just doing this thing that I can do in an isolated booth that would indicate that I'm actually busy right now while the real me is playing Minecraft in the other room. I'll be right there. And then you just have some pre-recorded footage of you, I don't know, fixing a bump in the carpet or changing the one light bulb that's just over the fridge here. Yep. Okay. I like that. I do like the idea of sort of soft cloning. Maybe call it that. Live stream life-size mukbang. Brianna Matsky coming in with a very remote reference. And maybe this is kind of leaning back into some of the weird stuff that we were talking about earlier. What is mukbang? Brianna Matsky. We want to know more. We want to know more all about your weird music tastes. A visit to the dermatologist. Yeah, there's no better way to show them that thing that you're a little worried about than in a teleportation booth. Doc, this thing on the back, on my shoulder, how's that look? Is that scaring you? It's scaring me. Doc, are you there still? I can't see you past all of the studio lights that I had to set up for you to be able to see this as I broadcast to your refrigerator in your office. Mukbang is those videos where people eat a lot of food. Sorry, Brianna Matsky. Sorry, got it. Using the transitive property of mathematics, if it beams that hologram of Tupac into my house, will it become the real Tupac? Yes. As we proved with science in 2009, I thought we'd already gone over this. A repeated hologram of Tupac is the real Tupac. And that is based on some of the quantum mechanics theories that we were talking about. Can't get into it right now. Running out of time. Get to it later. Combine it with Cameo and have Snoop Dogg high five you or whatever. Yeah, okay. Just you could pay $750 to get a virtual high five from Snoop Dogg. It's great. Carbon freeze version of your loved one. Yep. You could carbonite somebody, send them to a warlord in the desert as a gift. Magical Trevor 2, confuse the elderly relatives you are no longer allowed to visit in person, at least until they turn it off without knowing how to turn it on again. Nice. You know what? If there's one thing that I like more than exploiting small children on this stream, it's old people. They're an infinite source of fun and ridicule. And Magical Trevor 2, I like the cut of your jib. You keep those coming. A Troy Hitch who is Imagivating. Okay, so you guys could just simply have the real Troy Hitch or a simulacra of me Imagivating right inside your house. I'd just be Imagivating all over the room that you've got me in at your Imagivating Hollow Troy. Yeah. That's terrible. That's a terrible idea. What would that require on my end, on the originating content creation end? I'm not sure. I want to investigate it, but that's the kind of terrible ideas I like to see. And here we are, guys. We made it back in. And boy, pretend to be a ghost and just haunt everyone. That's a good one. That feels very ghosty, doesn't it? Very ghastly. Oh boy, you guys came in. Thank you so much. I'm thankful for you. When I was enumerating my gratitude yesterday, I did think about how thankful I am for this stream of people who have been showing up with real dedication each day. Can't do this without you. And you know I went pretty hardcore into that on Wednesday. I lost my mind a little bit, I think. I'm glad we got back to just a little more of the kind of grounded Imagivating. I think I get excited. I get energized thinking about what's next for this network, and definitely want to make sure that I'm preserving all of the great stuff that we're doing together, and probably got my head over my skis a little bit on Wednesday, but you were there for me. You didn't let me fall down, and so I'm thankful for that. Thankful for you. All right, well, that's it for Friday morning. Thanks for coming in, and we are back on Monday. I gotta tell you, we're heading into pitch season with the agency world, and I'm getting thrown into some pretty heavy-duty stuff. So bear with me as I try to figure out schedule and determine what I could commit to. But we're going to do this as hardcore as we possibly can all the way out to the end of the year. Stick with me, and we'll make it happen. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Monday.
I've got my straight line and my ultra fine and my free time and your deadline. How did you ever think that you could justify when you hang me out to dry? I never thought I'd have to watch a grown man cry when you hang me out to dry. I've got your test check your best yet. Cause it's a train wreck.
Dave and Rick down shut.
When you hang me out to dry, I'll never understand a single reason why. When you hang me out to dry.
I just blew your mind.